I wore 20 layers every day and I was frozen solid. I couldn't feel my toes, couldn't feel my fingers, so I couldn't imagine what those actors felt like running around in their boxers being covered in a bath of blood, basically. You have no heat up in the cabin, no electricity up in the cabin. It seemed like everything about Scarce was designed to challenge us to get the film done. But I think braving the elements and having to deal with all those harsh realities really made Scarce become what it was.
So in the writing process, Jesse and I knew we wanted to have these characters being hunted throughout the backcountry in their bare feet. That was always our original plan. We wanted to bring something new to the table, and I think that's what we set out to do, and we were going to stick to our guns on that. And we knew we couldn't hire actors to do these kinds of stunts. So we said, hell, like, why not? Let's just us act in it. I mean, this is our hometown. This is our dream.
One of the more unique elements of this film was that it was shot in the Canadian winter in the middle of nowhere. We all lived in a dilapidated farmhouse together, and we were all just an amazing team together trying to bring this vision to life. And some of those days were minus 25. We were out in our bare feet running around like a bunch of idiots. All in the name of Scarce.
It's like minus 20 out too. It's the worst day to do this.
Whatever happened to the zero, honestly?
I think that whole weather report is a fraud.
I think it was the coldest winter Ontario had seen in 30 years.
After the first take, John comes back to the camera and he's freezing and he stands on a warm blanket and he looks at me and goes, "Oh my God, John, what have we got myself into?"
Well, I can't see. Okay, let's put him back down. This isn't working.
What? Even people that have seen these scenes have asked, "How did you guys fake it?" And we just didn't whatsoever fake anything.
But it was actually quite inspirational to see these guys running around there because we're out in the cold, we're working in the cold, but they're running through waist-deep snow, and it's just to be able to do that over and over again and not complain about it.
I'm not running like you guys are. I'm crawling. I'm crawling though, because my leg's broken. Remember? Oh, it's not hard to fake pain out there.
No kidding, eh?
I was struggling through 5 feet of snow in my boxers, and as soon as they yelled cut, I had to run literally to the cabin and have people warm me up for about a half an hour before we could do another take.
We were shooting John Getty's running, and he's running way in the distance in a long shot, and I'm watching him through the lens. It's a long lens. He's way out there. He's about 200 feet away from me.
And I remember running through this gorge, and I couldn't see the camera, and I got stuck, and I could feel my heart rate slowing down so dramatically that I was concerned, and it actually scared me.
And he must have been running for about 350 feet, maybe 400 feet. And it was a long run, and I'm shooting this, and I'm watching him, and he's at the very end of it, where he's supposed to get to a path and meet somebody with a blanket. He's really starting to slow down. I mean, he's slowing down to the point of where I was getting worried watching him through the viewfinder. Is he going to collapse? Is he going to go, do a face plant in the snow, and we're going to have an unconscious actor or director on our hands?
I remember finishing the take. It's in the film. Finishing the take, and I remember just saying, okay, you know what? I'm not one to complain, but I need everyone to come over here and warm me up because I'm pretty fucked right now.
To watch someone go through that day after day was just after a while, you just your heart kind of sinks and you go, geez, I hope he gets through this. And that was one particular time when I was really worried. I was really worried that he was not going to make it through that okay.
So there were obviously challenges like that throughout the whole shoot. Just dealing with that type of environment and cold, I think, got the creative juices going because you were always on your feet and you were always kept moving. If you ever slowed down, you'd be doomed. So
it's a lot worse than it looks on screen. I mean, it was we were doing these stunts in the far backcountry. I mean, once you do a take, your feet are burning so bad that it's pretty excruciating, and you can't just run into a warm house. You can't just run into a warm bath.
Oh. Dude, I promise you, if you this is not hot water. It's just like room temperature. It just stores the feet, man. It won't damage them. I would do it. Trust me.
No, I did it. It's worth it.
I don't know how you guys are gonna do that for all day tomorrow.
Oh, I know.
I don't know how they got it all done. It was quite amazing to watch. I guess they didn't sleep that much.
5 weeks of the main production of just complete and utter chaos, being in the middle of nowhere, just creating something, even if it's just blood and guts and gore and carnage. It was just awesome to be able to be amongst friends in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of winter, doing what we love, which is horror films. Just a bunch of 25-year-olds in the middle of nowhere shooting guns and being covered in blood and getting eaten alive.